Good morning, good evening, good dawn, good dusk, wherever you are in world tuning in. Welcome to my channel Cut to Cricket, brought to you by myself, the host Raj Patel, and co-powered by my guests in Sandeep ji and Hemant bhai. At this point in time, we don't have enough sponsors, so henceforth, the channel is brought to you by myself and the host, who are one of the biggest stakeholders of this channel, apart from the viewers and the subscribers that I have. So, how are you guys, Sandeep ji, Hemant bhai? All good?
All doing great. Perfect. How are you?
All
Thanks.
good. All good, Raj. Thanks for
All
having
good. All
us.
Yes. Good evenings to Sandeep ji and good morning, very early morning to Hemant Bhai. So yes, let's start the podcast. The first segment is about the team selection, the T20I team for India, which was selected today. So I'll go through the team. So starting up with Shreyas Iyer, who is the captain, Tilak Verma, vice captain, Ravi Bishnoi, Abhishek Sharma, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Mohammad Siraj, Sanju Samson, wicketkeeper, Akshar Patel, Harshit Rana, Ishan Kishan, wicketkeeper, Sundar, Arshdeep Singh, Shivam Dube, Varun Chakravarti, Prince Yadav, and the wonder kid, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. So let's start dissecting the squad. We'll start with Sandeep ji first, and then I'll get back to you, Hemant bhai. Sandeep ji, what are your takeaways from this squad? Happy, not happy, satisfied, not satisfied?
I'm largely very happy. I know we all expected Shreyas to get that recall, and then we all expected him to be the captain. Surya as a captain, I know that's another topic. We'll talk about it. Um, I never thought Surya would be dropped. I thought he will retain his position. So that was a major surprise. And then I know why they did that. We'll talk about it. Uh,
Yep. Okay.
there's perfect reasoning behind it. And I'm slightly unhappy about Kuldeep losing it to Ravi Bishnoi
Okay.
and then Varun
Okay.
Chakravarti keeping the position.
Okay. And yes, as we discussed in the last episode, probably the one thing that I had mentioned was we can include Vaibhav Sooryavanshi as the 16th or the 17th member, and exactly that's the same thing what Agarkar has done today. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi is the 16th member, so that's good on me. Hemant bhai, what are your key takeaways from this T20I selection? Happy, not happy?
95% happy with the selection, as Sandeep said, uh, ticking nearly boxes there. Vaibhav Sooryavanshi and Prince Yadav, so happy for them. I mean, they deserve it. My only issue is if selection is, as always, based on IPL success for T20, which is the way Agarkar goes about it, then could Bhuvaneshwar Kumar have not been included, considering he has been smashing it all over in IPL? I'm just saying, Bhuvi got what, 28 wickets, and
Yes.
Bhuvi is at the moment amazing bowler. Yes, if we are looking at IPL selections, then I think Bhuvi deserves it. Uh, Prince Yadav, I'm so happy for it. I agree with Sandeep around Kuldeep Yadav losing it, which I wasn't really happy with, and I don't know the reason for the selection, but they might want consistency in their selections. So,
Okay.
considering Bishnoi was preferred earlier, obviously, is Prasid Krishna selected? I think
Prasid Krishna is not there.
no. Thank God for that, because that's a boy that takes it. I mean, obviously, Rana. My only thing was Rana is selected, right?
Rana isn't.
Yes.
Yeah, so you could have had a movie instead of Rana. That's the only thing I would have done. But then again, Rana is coming back after an injury. Yeah, let's see what happens. But 95%, I'm happy with the score.
That's
But
Rana
good.
is an
So
all-rounder.
major,
Ron is a bowling all
exactly. Yeah, I
round
mean,
who can.
don't get me,
Started on
Sandeep.
that.
Yeah, if you
See the
let me start on that, that will take a totally whole
probably
new
we'll have
topic.
to arrange a separate podcast for that, and unfortunately we don't have enough
Yeah,
time for that.
but
So
but one thing I will say, Raj. One thing I will say though, I'm very. Uh, so Shreyas Iyer deserves it, but that is a very shrewd call by selectors to take
we'll
out
yeah we'll come to it.
Suryakumar Yadav.
Yeah, so we'll come to it. So, uh, essentially, there were five changes if I were to, pick on from the World Cup squad. First one, Sky going out, Iyer coming in, so that was a straight swap. Captain going out, a new captain coming in. Rinku Singh going out, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi coming in. Kuldeep Yadav is out. Bishnoi comes in. Hardik Pandya, according to me, is rested. Again, he has to have a clearance on his fitness. Probably he has some back spasm issues. So I think he's just rested for this T20I series. And again, really is not required because we are aiming for the ODI World Cup, which is going to take place in the next year. So that's another change. Hardik rested, Nitish Kumar Reddy coming in, and Bumrah again is rested for the same reason. And Prince Yadav and Harshit Rana comes in as a package. So essentially, what I think is probably, a year and Harshit Rana and Bishnoi, they were part of the squad of the T20I squad that played against New Zealand, if you remember, correct? Which was just 1 week ago before the World Cup. So I think it was an 18 members pool which they had in mind probably, and that's why I think they have given continuity. They have just thought, okay, let give the members that we have had previously in the squad, so let's just give them another chance. I guess there is some sentiment going around for Patidar and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, but probably again, age is also not inside of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Patidar. Maybe if he can have another great season, probably he can be in the reckoning. That's what I think. So yeah, Sandeep ji, you said you were not happy with Bishnoi coming in for Kuldeep. Yes,
Yeah, of course. He did not do that well either, Bishnoi. And Kuldeep,
in the IPL.
IPL, he did not do well that
He
well.
did. He did. Yeah, he was good. In his first 4 to 5 games, he picked 8 to 9 wickets. He then
Yeah,
got
but
dropped.
then of course, yeah, yeah. Sort of towards the end, I think it wasn't good.
No, no,
First
he
few
got
matches,
dropped. He got dropped.
it got dropped. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
he got dropped.
yeah, but it wasn't sort of worthy of a selection, selection into the team. I thought this guy, Kuldeep, was our champion bowler actually. I think before the World Cup, his form is actually kind of it's dipping only now. Last couple of months, he's not performed really well. But before that, he was our spearhead, bowling spearhead as far as spin is concerned, right? He
But
bowled real.
again, he didn't. Even he had a very poor IPL, to be honest. Kuldeep,
He
I
had a
think
poor,
he
but
played more
his
matches
IPL.
and picked lesser number of wickets as compared to Bishnoi, who surprisingly played fewer number of matches. I don't know why. But he was good, pretty well. He did
Yeah, I know,
in the
but
first four
IPL
to five
can't be
games.
the yardstick. That's the thing. IPL comes at the end of the season, and then players are tired after the World Cup and all that stuff. It can't be the yardstick. And also, you know how the pitches are, right? How the
Yep.
IPL pitches are, and that can't be the yardstick. The guy is good, and of course, if there is another spinner who is really, is really much better than this guy, then I would not have said the same thing. But
But who is that
Bishnoi.
spinner? We just have three spinners
I know
currently.
that's what I'm saying. Then give him again the long rope that we are talking about, right? Give him another maybe a couple of seasons, and Varun Chakravarti is retained. And what has he done better than Kuldeep Yadav?
Probably he was good
At
for KKR
least,
in the second half of the tournament.
but
He
they
was
both are
effective in
similar.
that.
At least Kuldeep he brings in some variety. He's a Chinaman bowler. Varun
Hmm.
and Bishnoi are of the same type. And I did not get that. So I'm not really happy about it. But okay, Kuldeep wasn't doing really well. I can still stomach it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only thing. But I'm really
Okay.
happy about this guy, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. And
Wow.
I'm extremely happy. I don't know whether he's going to get a place in the squad as in a place in the 11. They may have to drop Abhishek Sharma. Now that's another problem. Every player has a contender waiting in the wings. So
Um,
every position has one or two people actually out there to take their position. So that the insecurity that all the players are going to feel, especially after Surya getting dropped after winning the World Cup. Now think about the culture of the team, right? So that's really scary. I think are we sort of moving towards a culture where we simply pick players who are in the best form right now and drop anyone going through a lean patch? I think
I think that is
that's a
what
culture we are
horses
going
for
to.
courses. Yeah, that is what horses for
Yeah,
courses
but
are, right?
so then what happens to the value of, let's say, proven quality, experience, past performance at the international level and all that? So they have proven a pedigree, isn't it? The players like Suryakumar. See, we gave a long rope to Virat Kohli and KL Rahul and all that. And then why is that the same yardstick is not applied to Suryakumar Yadav?
I think it
I
had to do
understand
with
that
the
I know he has
go on, go
not
on.
done, sorry, he's not done really well. He's not done well at all, actually. His average, I think somebody mentioned that 14 or something, right? I understand that. But maybe at least, okay, we will take the burden out of him, burden of captaincy out of him and see how he's going to perform. It's very difficult for the guy to come back now. He's 35. At least we
But
could
then
have given him
But then
another
who would you
series.
drop? But then who would you drop in this squad? Would
That's,
you drop Vaibhav Sooryavanshi then? That's the only point, You have already
yeah, I
cut out a
know.
squad of 16 members. It is not a 15
I
member
know
squad.
that's a thing, yeah. But even the
That's the
World
point.
Cup is Vaibhav Surya. I know I'm very happy about it. I know what I'm a bit hypocritic there, but Vaibhav Suryavanshi still has some time. Next World Cup is another 3 years or 2 years,
2 years.
right? Two
2 years.
years, right? If you are building a team for the World Cup, we still have some more time. Surya, at least an opportunity to prove his mettle after taking out the burden of captaincy, because all the teams do that, right? Okay, fine. This may be because he's captaining the team, is under a lot of pressure. That's why it's impacting his form. So give him another chance. Okay, take the captaincy out of him. He's got proven pedigree that I was like, like we were talking about, right? So
Yeah.
every player is just on solely on their last few series, last few performance, last few weeks for performance. There is a risk of creating a sort of a revolving door rather than a settled team. Don't think that's the
Yeah.
right thing to do.
Hemant bhai, what do you think? Anything extra you want to add, or from what Sandeep
I
ji has
mean,
already said?
Sandeep, well said, man. I mean, I agree with Sandeep. I mean, on most of his points as well there. Uh, if you want to include Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, to be honest, you will need to drop Abhishek Sharma now. In the World Cup, we said how Abhishek is just, he didn't have the best World Cup, and Abhishek was amazing in the final. He will be challenged at the moment. He will be challenged now, thinking he has got somebody up taking his place. Healthy competition is always good, but
Yeah, he had a
insecurity
great
does.
IPL. He had a great
He
IPL,
had a good
Abhishek
IPL.
Sharma.
He had a good
Second highest
IPL.
strike
Yes,
rate. Second highest strike rate.
yes,
That's what we need.
he had a good IPL. So healthy competition is good with Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, but then the insecurity also makes. So basically, if I'm playing a devil's advocate, where is the security given to the player to
That's
say, yes, you play your natural game. If it doesn't work, I'm with you. I'm giving you a long rope in. So we are seeing about Sai Sudarshan in tests that he's been given wrong rope, but then other people are just pick and choose, use and throw. It doesn't work that way. So if you want to give long rope to everybody. Just don't pick and choose. That's my point. On the other point, you mentioned Raj that uh, age was not on Bhuvi's side earlier. Yes, age is not on this side, but we are just picking people on form, right? So we are just picking people on IPM's form. So if we are going to pick people on IPL's form, do we require age then? Nakub hasn't been picked up, even though he was only 28 or 29 years of age. So if we are going to go on the age thing or form, we just need to decide that if a player is good, if a player is performing, then the player deserves to be credited and rewarded and given the chance in the side. Harshit Rana is very, 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 very lucky. I say that is because of the coach. I actually don't know why, but I would have put, if it was me looking at the IPL season, I would have given Bhuvi a chance because Bhuvi has proven. Yes, it's way, way, way.
I
It's
mean, yes, fair
it's a
call,
long
fair
way.
call, fair call.
T20.
No, no, fair call. See, I'm not saying that. Again, it's harsh on Bhuvaneshwar Kumar as well. I'm just saying it is also about the age, and it is also probably the continuity. You have to give chances to your previous squad. As I said, Harshit Rana was part of the T20I squad. He got injured at the last moment, and because of that, Mohammad Siraj was drafted in. Okay, Shreyas Iyer was part of the squad of that New Zealand series because Tilak Verma was injured. Ravi Bishnoi was a part of the New Zealand T20I series because Washington Sundar got injured in the ODI squad. Okay, so they were part of the like 18 members pool, if I were to call it. So yes, it is just like giving chances to your previous guys, because again we have 25, 30 players and we can go on and go on. That was probably one point. Again, happy for Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, as what we said, it happened. So really good. Probably what we can think is, just to be greedy enough, what we can think is maybe they can have a rotation policy, for the openers, maybe, I don't know. And the thing is, see, there should be healthy competition. It is not like Indian cricket team is not like an insurance policy team, where you give security. And yes, security is good, but even healthy competition, if you have in your team, even that is fine, right? If you have a Vaibhav Sooryavanshi sitting on the bench, Sanju Samson knows that he has to score runs. Abhishek Sharma knows he has to score runs. So I think that's good. Would be hopeful if we can give a couple of matches to the young kid, at least a couple of matches. Yeah.
Raj, just one point to add. Healthy competition is good, but if I am Vaibhav Sooryavanshi or I am Abhishek Sharma, I know today if I don't perform next match, I will be taken off. That doesn't help playing.
Absolutely.
That doesn't help playing. Any person you can ask, they need that trust of the captain or the coach to say yes. Remember what Suryakumar Yadav said in that press conference to Sanju Samson. That series is whole yours. You play,
Yes.
I'll give you that series. And Sanju Samson performed. That trust is really important. At the moment, if your selection criteria is based on perform or perish, the player will be under immense pressure, whether it's Abhishek Sharma or Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, to say, okay, I've got one match to perform. If not, the person is gone. ऐसा नहीं होता है यार. They will
देखो,
not
आपको
perform. The
आपको
kid.
आपको आपको बोलता हूँ, very first match of the T20 World Cup, when Rohit Sharma was the mascot or the ambassador of the World Cup, right? उसने जाके ही सेड टू संजू सैमसन कि डर मत भाई, तेरा भी टाइम आएगा, लंबा टूर्नामेंट है, तेरे को भी मौका मिलेगा. इट वाज जस्ट बिकॉज रिंकू सिंह डिडंट परफॉर्म, एंड दैट्स व्हाई initially we had Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma opening, right? But because Rinku Singh was not performing, we had to drop him, and Samson comes in, and the rest is history. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and
I
finals. So that's
know.
that's what I'm saying. I am sure there would be a clear-cut communication between Shreyas Iyer and with the openers that you are our first choice. You will get enough chances, but we have a young kid waiting. The whole world is talking about Vaibhav Sooryavanshi. The whole world is talking about Sooryavanshi. So that's the thing. Pretty happy with that. I just think it would be a very good competition. So I think that's all good. As far as the T20I selection was concerned, let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about the England versus New Zealand test match at the home of cricket, the Mecca of cricket, Lords. And the most big discussion point was about the square, the pitch. Hemant Bhai, I'm sure you have very, very, strong opinions. So, please, if you can start ranting on the pitch.
My opinion, Raj, is simple. Let's not have two-faced conversations here. If English media, obviously, Vaughan has criticized it now, and Nasser Hussain has criticized. But in the past, what has happened is everybody jumps the gun, saying that if the same pitch was in India, people would say rank turners, batsman technique would not be questioned. They would say, oh, the pitch straight away, everybody going on the pitch. In here, we are saying, oh, great fast bowling, great to see some amazing test match cricket after IPL. Cloudy conditions, I understand it was cloudy conditions, everything, but the square also did play its part. The square did play its part. The batsmen weren't sure if the ball is coming in, if the ball is basically staying low, moving that on a first day. I mean, I will be surprised if that pitch is not considered a poor rating. I mean, we go on saying the whole media's focus is on India all the time. When we, not that we help ourselves because we can't play spin these days.
Yeah.
So we can't even prepare spin pitches because we don't know how to play on spin. against spin, quality spin. But what I'm trying to say is
Against normal spin,
England,
against mediocre
normal
spin.
spin,
Yeah,
mediocre
go
spin,
on.
Yeah.
exactly. So that's all I wanted to say that there need to be a fair criticism of the pitch, and also some action needs to be taken on, considering it's a uh, mecca of cricket, the Lord's cricket ground. If I remember, it was just relayed 2 years back. Uh, and I remember I was in London at that time, and there were news that the whole pitch is being taken off, is relayed, but something hasn't worked. They've tried and tested, as Nasser Hussain said, every single thing, and nothing is working. Fine, if nothing is working, then try and get somebody best of your curators from abroad and try and see what can be done. Get hints and tips, and just learn from abroad. There are many in Australia, there are many in India. Just ask some of them to say what can be done. What do you think needs to be done to change a pitch? But to play on that pitch, 55 for 5, nobody knows what's happening. The match, just because of, was it delayed because of rain yesterday?
Yes, as in
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, today, yes. Yeah, sorry. So the match would have been finished, right? So the match would have been finished inside your 3 days.
Inside
Technically,
two
if it
days.
wasn't for
Inside two
inside two
days,
days.
if you were to count the number of
Yeah.
overs the both the sides have played, yeah, inside
Yeah,
very well inside one and
exactly.
a half day. Yeah. I mean,
But then if
again,
we do it, एक as हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, हम करे तो चमत्कार, तुम करे तो, that's exactly what I say.
मैं
Uh,
करूँ तो साला कैरेक्टर ढीला है मैं करूँ तो
exactly. सदा कुत्ता कुत्ता थोड़ा कुत्ता टॉमी, वो
Yeah.
yeah.
that is the scene which I don't like, but I'm sure Sandeep will have the same points along that line.
No, absolutely. We actually talked about it yesterday as well. So uh, the bowlers were unplayable. Ollie Robinson was unplayable. You watched the match, right? So and also so I had the problem. There are two things actually. Let me talk about that. Uh, the overcast condition, that's not in their hands. The ball
Yep.
was, yeah, swimming, and it was not in their hands. In fact, I heard Nathan Smith talking about it. When the sun comes out, it's a totally different pitch. Even this pitch he was talking about. So I think that was definitely out of their bounds because it rained for the past few days. There was enough moisture in the surface or overcast condition. You know what happens here. I'm not concerned about that because you can't control that. But the other one, inconsistent bounce, I think definitely the pitch was underprepared. And then I think Nasser Hussain and Michael Vaughan both actually they have sounded off about the pitch, and they said
Yeah.
the pitch was substandard, and of
Substandard.
course they criticized it actually. So at least they have said that. Uh, Now let's come to that topic. India, I don't like any team doctoring that. India, we do that. We should accept
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Right from day one, the it'll start spinning. Most of our pitches
Right from
have been
ball
made that
one.
way.
Right
Ball
from
one
ball
at
one.
right ball one, right? So I understand that, they always have this double standard, but we can't say that blood is not in our hands. We have always done that. Every country, I think every country does that. But in this case, I don't think they did that to the advantage of the home team. That's all I'm trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Because
Sure.
it would have played into their hands because New Zealand has exactly same type of bowlers, and that did happen. And I think 16 wickets on day one. I think
16
again
wickets. Yeah.
on day
16
one, and
wickets
then
in 59 overs, something like that.
correct, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then all the bowlers are kind of appearing unplayable. So
Yes.
uh, I think we have
No,
debated this
I
enough.
think
mhm.
yes. Yeah, probably again, I would say the same thing. Yes, probably the overcast conditions did help the bowlers, and again, there was moisture because it was raining um, since the last couple of days in London. So yeah, again, but yes, it was a substandard pitch as Nasser Hussain and Michael Vaughan have said. So again, we appreciate their feedback, and again, with respect to the Indian conditions, I think, see, what we need to say is we like when we talk about the double standards, okay, the ICC has a clear definition for a good satisfactory or a very good test match. They have ratings like very good, good, satisfactory, below satisfactory, or there are like three to four different parameters as to when they give ratings for the pitch. So a good test match pitch is like in the very first session of the test match, it should be helpful. There should be some swing movement. Obviously, you have the new ball, but majorly in the first couple of days, or at least like day one, day two, day three, are very much in the favor of the batters. And you see, as the test match progress, there would be patches, rough patches being generated on the pitch, which would then help the spinners in the fourth day four and day five. So that is what an ideal pitch should look like. And if you are doctoring the pitch to for your advantage, that is wrong. I can understand a pitch being a spinning pitch, let's say a Chennai track. It's a spinning track, we all know.
Correct,
Okay, that's
correct.
fine.
Yeah.
Mumbai track, red soil wicket has good bounce. Yeah, that's the characteristics. Dharamshala, you go because of the conditions over there. It is helpful for the swing and say bowlers. So we all know that. But if these conditions are tampered, that is
Correct.
pitch doctoring, and there would be questions raised onto the curator and to the home board. Now I'll take you to the 2025 Ashes Perth Test match, the very first Test match. Okay,
Ooh,
it produced
I was
19
about to say that.
wickets. Yes, it produced 19 wickets. But interestingly, I have the ICC ratings in front of me. It says very good pitch. It reflects good carry, limited sim movement, and consistent bounce early in the match, allowing for a balanced contest between batters and the bowlers. That's what the ICC has said. And again, ICC is also head by Jai Shah, okay, who's an Indian. So it is not like he's not favoring the Australian pitches. He's still favoring the Australian pitches. So again, that's one thing which we also need to talk about. It is not like Jai Shah is only taking side of India, but he's also like very much neutral.
did you watch
So
that
that's
match? So, in
yes, I
that
did.
match, England played recklessly, England batsmen,
Horrible. They were
and
horrible.
then their bowlers bowled unbelievably well.
Mm.
So that was the only reason why I think both the teams got out, right. I think 11 wickets,
19 wickets. I
19
said no,
wickets, right?
19
The
wickets. Yeah.
way
1919.
all the three bowlers, Archer, Wood, and then who is the other one? The
Atkinson was there.
Atkinson.
Atkinson was there.
They
Chris
were
Atkinson.
out of the world. Their bowling was the best I've seen in a long,
Even
long time.
Stokes. Even Ben
Stokes,
Stokes.
yeah, yeah. But more than them, these three guys bowled really well, and they were
Mm.
unplayable, and everybody was talking about it. And that was the reason why Australia skittled out for, I think, 100 and something, right? Or less than
That's
that,
so
right?
like yeah, the first inning score was like
And
150
Something
190 or
something.
around
something,
that
something
side.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
And Australia were 130,
And
140.
the way England batsmen batted, my God, that was horrible. Not particularly because Australia bowled well. So that was the reason why pitch was taken. Definitely, it should have. We should have taken. We should take pitch out of the equation about that particular match.
Yes.
But then the rest of the series was like
Yeah.
that. Actually,
Yeah.
they
Yeah. So
played
you mean to
recklessly.
say the batting was rubbish. England's
Oh,
batting was
rubbish,
rubbish.
rubbish,
Rubbish.
horrible. Yes.
Yes. Yes, Hemant bhai, any further ranting on the pitch
No,
or
no, it just
yes.
the baseball that they played typical baseball and that
Australia
backfired.
played baseball. Australia played baseball in the last innings when they required like 200 runs to win. And Travis Head, he came out as an opener out
Oh
of the
my
syllabus,
God.
because England players were expecting him to bat at five. Okay, but I think because Usman Khwaja
Usman
was
injured,
was
injured.
was injured, so
Was
that's why
injured.
he
Yes,
was promoted. A
yes,
boy, oh boy, what an innings that was!
Yeah.
One of
that's
the
good. I
highest
mean, I
caliber
think
innings. Yeah.
that determined Travis Head's this thing, right? Usman Khwaja after that had to retire because
Yes.
that was
I
the
mean, he
last
was
series
anyway
for
39
him.
years old. He was anyway 39
Yes,
years old.
yes,
So the writing on the wall. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I think we have discussed enough about the pitch. Let's move on to the last segment that we have is about the India-Afghanistan series. India won the toss and they decided to bat first. And at stumps, day one, they are 368 for the loss of three wickets. KL Rahul getting a century, Sai Sudarshan getting an 80 odd, Shubman Gill not out. He has also got a century, and Rishabh Pant again unbeaten on 50. Sandeep ji, your key takeaways from day one about India's batting and also about the pitch.
Oh, pitch, we knew that that pitch is a road, right?
Yeah.
So that pitch is, I think even some Afghan players will also score some centuries in that pitch, is what I think. We never
I don't
know.
think so. Probably
Eh,
the time they come, they would be tired.
yeah, maybe.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I can see an
very
innings
happy.
victory for sure.
Yeah, very happy for Sai Sudarshan. Of course, people were not really happy about his selection, but I know in this you can't really say that this pitch. You can't really say that. Okay, we bowled a quality. Sorry, he faced a quality bowling attack and then played a great innings. But at least he scored
Yeah, at least he
80 odd
scored runs.
runs. And Shubman Gill looks settled in that position. Perfect replacement for Virat Kohli is what I would say. I know it's a big statement, but uh, that guy is amazing. And KL Rahul, really happy for him as well. KL Rahul is solid. And Rishabh Pant, I want him to score really big. So I want him to
Yes.
score some 150 plus or something. That guy needs that confidence. He's really good in test matches. And the other day I was listening to Ashwin's podcast, and then Ashwin was saying that he's never seen he's the best batsman in Indian team currently. That's what he's saying. On
That's what
par with
I said. That's what I said
you said,
in the
okay.
last podcast. Like he was
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
best and most experienced test batter that we have. And
Correct,
then
correct.
apart from him, we have Shubman Gill. That's the
Yeah,
exact words that I've used. So
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
he's copying me, I guess.
We could be copying you, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and his Ashwin was mainly talking about his defensive technique. So he was saying that this guy is on par with batsmen like Gilchrist and all that. So the host was trying to compare him with Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He said, "I'm not even comparing with Mahendra Soni. He's above all of that." That's what Ashwin was saying. It's a big statement to make,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm really happy for Rishabh Pant because that guy deserves it. And the
I
only
mean,
thing again,
probably.
the problem is that the way we are selecting, right? Another player is breathing down his neck. Jurel is a very good player.
Yeah.
He's an amazing wicket keeper. He's much better than Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson. I'm sure the way he keeps, right? He's pretty confident and all that. May not His batting skills may not be as good as Rishabh Pant, but are they sending a signal to Rishabh Pant by selecting him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, yes, I think probably I lost you for a couple of minutes, but yes, I think Rishabh Pant for Test cricket, probably I would still say he is the best Test keeper batter to have played for India because
Correct.
you can see his records. You know, he has centuries in
Yeah,
all the Sena countries, and that's what you need really
correct.
from your Test batter coming in at 5, 6 number. Hemant bhai, your key takeaways from day one. Happy?
I think it was a perfect day for India. It was a batting pitch. Yes, K. Rahul's, I think he was LBW, and they did not review it.
No,
So yeah,
he was caught behind.
so they did not, no, no, no. What I'm saying is,
Earlier,
he was LBW, but they did not review it. And that was, if they had reviewed that decision, he would have got out earlier. That's what there was. But that's Afghanistan's fault. Sai Sudarshan was dropped twice. So lucky Sai.
oh, is it?
I'm
I
happy
didn't
for
know
Sai
that.
to get, yeah,
Okay,
Sai Sudarshan was dropped twice. Lucky for Sai to get 80. I'm so happy for him to get back some form because that guy needs it. He's a great batsman. K. Rahul, I have got so much praise for him. He showed in England conditions. He cemented his place. He is the number one at the moment in the test. Let him stay. Let him make his position his own. Uh, I mean, Pant. I don't know why we are talking about as well because
Yeah.
absolutely
there's
no.
so much think about Pant to say. Does he deserve that place? If you look at the stats, he has got the best stats for Indian wicket keeper at the moment. Considering and for me, that just proves it. Just because you have had a bad IPL doesn't mean that's a completely different bloody
I know, ball
format.
game.
Sorry for my
Yeah.
words, but
That's fine.
people
Different ball
people
game,
just
literally.
Different ball game.
exactly, it's a
Yes.
different ball game. It's a different ball game. People find it hard to switch from T20 to test. This boy is other ways. This boy switches it comfortably. And Jurel is an amazing wicket keeper. Jurel is an amazing batsman. He will get his time. You can play both of them if you want, but how will you convince Pant to say, sorry, buddy, you are off. Okay, what have I
No,
done?
I don't think so.
Nothing, but you are off. So you can't
Remember
do
the test?
that. Let him.
Remember that test match, the Old Trafford test match? He had a broken ankle or a broken,
Yes,
toe. He came out to bat.
yes,
He
Yeah, I
scored a
know. I know.
50 in
yes.
and poof. I think he also scored a couple of centuries in that tour last summer.
He's
So yes,
he's done really, really, really well.
the thing is, see, with him, I think I must have answered Sandeep ji's doubt of, which he raised in the WhatsApp group. But yeah, what goes into his favor is the field setting in test format. You have 7 to 8 fielders inside the ring, or maybe 6 to 7 fielders inside the ring, so he can play his shots. There are very few fielders in the deep, so he can hit sixes, and once the field is spread out, he can then take his singles, and he can maneuver the strike. So I think that is not possible in the ODI format and the Test T20I format, because the time he comes, the field is already spread out. So it becomes difficult sometimes for him, and that's why he's not able to crack that format. Pretty much similar to Virendra Sehwag. We think he's a very good ODI batter and a T20I batter. Yes, he was, but if you look at his Test records, he was averaging 50 with a very, very good strike rate. He was way ahead of
Mm-hmm.
his times. So yeah, that's
So
yeah. Go on.
can we safely say that Vaibhav Sooryavanshi will be a very good test player then?
Again, it would be a big
I'm too
statement.
early.
See,
I'm
let's
too,
focus on T20Is
yeah,
first,
yeah, yeah, sure.
and then the ODIs, and then the Test. We'll progress him. We'll
Given
see.
that, since you're talking about playing aggressively, right, when this field is inside the
Yes,
circle, right? So that's what I was saying. Yeah, yeah,
maybe we'll see.
yeah, we'll
Hemant
see.
bhai, some final
I think,
touch.
Raj, I just wanted to add one more thing. Look at the bowling lineup for the test. Why have we not selected the youngsters who have been performing well in Ranji? It's a one-off test series. It's not counted as part of the World Test Championship. It's an ideal opportunity to experiment and see what the kids are up
One
to the
minute.
mark or not. Yeah, kids are up to the mark. You could have given a Brar or a Nabi or somebody a go instead of Prasid Krishna, but I don't know why.
Okay, I think probably they just wanted a bit more experienced bowling attack, and that's why they picked Prasidh Krishna. But yes, probably it was the right moment to test your youngsters, because anyways you are playing Afghanistan. But yeah, tough luck on the youngsters who didn't get a chance to play this test match. But I think, yes, that's all we have for this episode. Stay tuned, and we'll be back in the next episode in the next weekend. So yeah, cheers. Thanks. Bye bye.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you
Bye.
guys. Bye bye.
Bye.